Y'all silly.
Oh my god. This
I
is
like
the funniest.
Okay.
What's up?
Y'all ready? We
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
Hey y'all.
For sure.
Hey.
We
Peace,
officially
bro. How y'all feeling?
live.
What's up, crew?
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
What it is. What it is.
Shit, you
How
already know,
y'all
man.
doing?
Doing
Awesome.
amazing.
Y'all
Awesome.
good?
Doing
For sure.
amazing.
Yeah, good.
Miss Rochelle. What's up, Miss Cat? What's up,
Hey.
Fro? What's up, Stretch? What's
What
going
up?
on,
What
Fro?
up?
Hey,
What
what's
up?
going
What up,
on,
y'all?
man? What's going on, man?
Y'all good? Y'all good? How was y'all day?
Man, my day was actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna be tired after the long drive back, but I really wasn't though. Like I got to work and it was like back to business. So hey, my day was
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
good. That's good. That's good. I definitely had a long day. It was a productive day though.
That's good.
So I ain't gonna complain at all. I ain't
We
gonna
see,
complain
man.
about it at all.
We saw the messages, man. You was getting busy.
Hey, I had to, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make it do what it do for us, you know?
Hey, we gotta win. We gotta win.
Hey, all day. All day, every day.
Okay.
So
That's good. Everybody had a good day. What about you, Miss Cat? Did you-
My day was good. I taught a class all day. I'm kind of exhausted from that. I mean, teaching is just exhausting, especially when you have a bunch of people that just keep asking crazy questions over and over again. But all in all, it was wonderful. I can't complain. Glad to be
hey
here with y'all.
Amari.
I don't know. I don't know about crazy questions. I mean, if you don't ask the question, you know how you gonna ever figure it out. No question should be this like titled as a dumb question or a crazy
I
question.
didn't say they were dumb. I said they were crazy.
But we know when you say crazy, we know what that means.
Don't try to translate what I say into something else. I said what I said. They were
She like, I
crazy.
said what I said, sir.
Right?
I
That's
said what I
comedy.
said.
Hey, Miss
Not what
Amari, how
you
you
want
doing,
me to.
love?
Amari, what up, lady?
Hey, girl. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hopping on here with us.
For sure. We
Um,
appreciate
Hey,
everybody tuning in.
yeah, most
we
definitely.
enjoy you being here every week with us. So thank you,
For
thank
sure, for
you.
sure.
I see our homie BD is watching. Hey
Coop,
BD,
Coop, what up, Coop?
what
What's
it
up,
is,
Joy?
sir? Hey Joy.
What's up? What's up, Joy?
Hey,
Hey,
Joy.
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 Ah,
Oh,
We gonna leave you in
She
the comments, but we gonna have you on here.
she muted.
Oh,
Joy, you
so
muted.
Joy's
maybe she don't
muted.
know. It don't matter. Well, we gonna go ahead and hop in and do our thing. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
what's
we
up.
got our little, we
Hey,
back for show number 2. Y'all ready? Y'all excited? Like I'm
Yeah,
excited to have y'all here.
yeah.
I'm excited for
Indeed,
Absolutely.
y'all to
indeed.
be here. Thank you everybody that's tuning in, everybody that's watching. Tonight
Everybody
we're
out
gonna
there in
be talking
Facebook
about,
land.
everybody in Facebook land. Tonight we're gonna be talking about when is it a good time to introduce your kids to your new mate?
Oh,
So last week we talked
Mm.
about dating. We talked about the ins and outs of dating, the ups and downs of dating, all of that dopeness, all that kind of craziness. And we see how, some things could be misconstrued. And everybody got their own opinions of how things should go when it comes to dating. But this week I want to talk about what do you do when you dating somebody, and how long or how soon do you introduce them to your little ones? When do you introduce them to your little ones? And I don't have little ones, but I've dated people with little ones. So trying to figure out that transition and things like that. So how do you all go about gauging the time frame in which you do introduce your little ones to somebody, new?
Well, I do have a kid or whatever. She almost grown now, but I mean back then when she was younger or whatever, I just used to like it's a vibe, man. It's like if I don't catch a vibe, then you know what I'm saying, like that's not even a thought in my brain to introduce my child to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel like we cooling, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like this might go somewhere or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or I'm rocking with this person or whatever, then you know, that's when I start to think about like, man, maybe I could like introduce this person to my child or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a vibe for me.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
I think that once you've kind of gauged where you want to move towards the relationship, where you want to go in aspects, if you're going to be married or if you're going to be in a committed relationship, I think, when you know that things about to be serious, you should have good judgment as far as, you know, who's around your children. And I think that's an acceptable time, because you don't want to have the person in the life and then don't be consistent. There's no commitment, there's no foundation, there's nothing there. Y'all messing around. So I just think, like you said, it's just a vibe. Like Tro said, it's just a vibe. And you could just really kind of like have to gauge how serious the levels of the relationship is.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that from a man's standpoint. For me, I feel like, you know, I always had this motto, like my kids are grown now. So I've always had this motto where I don't believe children should be in grown folks' mess. And when you in dating situations, it's a mess. Everything's a mess until you figure out, like you say, if this is going somewhere, if I'm gonna be with this person, or we just booty calling, or what we doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people just revolving in and out of your child's life. You know what I'm saying? So, and me as a male that dates women like that, I would say I don't respect a woman that don't respect her kids enough to keep me away from them, especially in the beginning.
So I think you guys are all right, and you all made some very valid points. You guys all have grown kids. I have grown kids, but I also have a little person. And my little person, I think it depends on when you categorize who you're dating and what that looks like. Like if we just friends and we hanging out, if we just it, but we just friends, you probably can meet my kids because we friends. Now what we do outside, you know, that's between us. And if we're not gonna do anything, it's not going nowhere, and we just gonna be friends with benefits, then maybe, because you're probably gonna be in my life. But if I'm trying to be in a relationship with you, and if that don't work out and then you just kind of disappear, then I might take a little longer for you to meet my little people.
That's
for sure. That's definitely understandable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I was just gonna say, like, I've had and being on the other side of it, like being on the opposite side of it, where I don't have any kids, and then trying to date people with kids. That's been a challenge because that wasn't something that I had to deal with before. Like all of my exes didn't have kids. So then
how you pull that off?
I don't know. None of them had kids. None of them had
Leo. Leo found unicorns out here, man.
Hey,
it's a few unicorns out here, man.
None of my exes had kids until I started dating after my last ex, and we were together. He and I were together 7 years, and so after he and I separated or whatever, and I started back dating, it was pretty much like everybody after that. Everybody after that had kids. I was okay with it, but I had to figure out my boundaries when it came to introducing myself or allowing them to introduce me to the kids. I am a person that is like, I don't want to meet your kids. Not to be rude or not to be like, I just don't want to meet your kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to meet your kids because I love kids. I used to be a preschool teacher. Like, I love kids. So what you're not going to do is introduce me to your kids. I'm not going to get attached to them. They're not going to get attached to me. And then after that, we don't talk anymore. We don't communicate anymore. And now I'm in my feelings because I can't see your kids no more. And you know what I'm saying? And then I'm the type of person, I'm very observant. So I pay attention to things like the things your kids like to do or little random stuff. Like your kids like anime or they like drawing and stuff. And I will be the person to be at the store and pick up your kids some random stuff because I know what they like to do.
Right.
And so I would really feel some type of way after the fact if I can't see your kids and I see stuff that I want to get them, but I'm not buying them nothing because I can't talk to you or because you want to be a dick and I can't talk to you. And now I can't even see the kids or talk to the kids or nothing. Like, You know what?
And I think that just to kind of piggyback off of that, like I think that's why I think people should really kind of watch it when it comes to gauging with time. I have little ones, 9 and 5, and so just dealing with that situation, like you said, you just really kind of pretty much have to gauge time because the kids, they get attached too. So once you've had a relationship and stuff, not only are you missing the kids, but the kids are missing you, or probably nagging with the parents of the other party talking about where such and such, And so you never know the type of bonding attachment, like you said, that they get. And so when they form that attachment, you feel what I'm saying? It just may be kind of hurtful for them to not talk to the person that, they was used to talking to. I dated.
Yeah, we got a lot of great comments popping up in the comments section. We got
hold on now.
Lit.
Hold on, that Savannah. Hold on,
y'all
Savannah.
lit. 3 years before you
3 goddamn years? Like, come on, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Like, why though? Why? Wow. If it took you 3 years,
I think 3 years might be appropriate. I think it depends on age of children.
Hold on.
So, Trout, you saying 3 years is too long?
Hold on. Yes, I'm saying like if you dated a person for 3 years, then you obviously thought that person was something special or something.
Hey, Trost,
you didn't.
Trost, that's that grown folk mess I'm talking about. They might have just been messing around. Ain't nobody want to make then you next thing you know, you've been banging for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even if they were messing around or through a serious relationship, at the end of the day, she did what she felt was best for her child in that situation.
Yeah, I got you. I understand that part, but what I'm saying, like 3 years is a long time for you to
Savannah,
be.
How old is your son? Let us know how old he was.
If you can't catch a vibe in 3 years, like, man, I don't understand.
But it probably
like Tiffany said, when you have to think about we have to look so far in the future, because I may think that our relationship is going somewhere, but you also have to protect your children. So if I wait 3 years before you meet my son, I need to make sure that if I let you meet my son at mark 16 months or 18 months, by the time we hit 2.5 years, you're not gonna be like, yeah, I'm done with this. It really ain't working out. And now your son is hurt behind it because he's like, well, what happened to so-and-so? Mr. Troach was here and he was cool. And I
was throwing the ball with me, would buy me lollipops all the time. That way yet.
Well, Shanika, she said that basically she's dealing with that situation currently, and she has girls ages 13 and 7, and they don't want to meet anyone right now because she's been separated for 11 months. And so
they daddy's girls. They don't want to meet nobody. Yeah. They daddy's girls. That's really hard. Like right before that, Kelly said that's hard to break up, and people love the kids too. And then you look at it from that situation where they're going through, she's separated and going through a divorce. You know what I'm saying? My kids are old enough to be like, that's my daddy. Who is this other man? You know what I'm saying? They're old enough to make kind of form decisions. You know what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
I think ages play a very important part in it as well.
I feel all that. I'm just, like, I don't know, man. Like Mari, she come in and she said, hey, nobody never met her kids. But I mean, I need you to elaborate on that too, because like, how long were you dealing with these individuals? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough, man. For me, it's a as you go type thing. That's what it is for me.
You got to see how I feel. You got to know your kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect your kids as well. You know what I'm saying? I think respect plays an important part too.
Absolutely.
I feel like it definitely plays a role in how you navigate the situation. Because if you have a child, again, if you have a child and I don't have any kids, and I can only speak from a person who doesn't have kids. I can't speak from anybody who does, but I know for me, I don't want to meet your kids unless I know that we're going to be in each other's lives for an extended amount of time. And that's a rule of mine. I let people know that up front. If we date, I won't meet your kids. Don't ask me to. Don't introduce me to them. Don't bring me around your kids. And not to be rude or anything like that. It's just a matter of, sir, listen, I know myself. I know how I am with kids. And I don't want to cause the confusion. I don't want the confusion to be caused for the kids.
Angel. Let me use this phone for this video.
So can I ask you
On
this
the
real
flip
quick, Leo?
side, yeah.
All right, so is it like a predetermined amount of time for you, or is it a vibe with you too? Like how do you judge? Do you just go with the flow, or do you like have like a set amount of time before you dealing with that person before you was like, all right, then I'm cool to meet your kids right now. You see what I'm saying? Like,
So it's not a set time. I just know that it has to be longer than a few months.
Go ahead.
It definitely has to be longer than. It definitely has to be longer than 3 months. It has to be longer than a few months. That few months, yeah, we can determine a vibe with each other, but at the same time, when we determine that vibe, I don't want to meet your kids within that 3 months because people switch up. People will ghost you real quick, and be like, oh yeah, I wasn't feeling the vibe, nigga. What you mean you wasn't feeling the vibe and you didn't introduce me to your kids? We finna fight. We finna legit fight. Because we're not finna do that. We're not about to just sit up here and keep trying to have these introductions to all of these random kids. I'm not about to have all these random introductions to people's children. That's like, that to me, that's damn near like soul ties. I don't want to meet all these goddamn kids. Because people come with a whole bunch of kids. And I don't want that. I do not want that for myself. I do not want that type of attachment issues because I'm like, damn, I like your kids. I was attached to your babies, and now you up here like, nah, I'm cool. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to have nothing to do with me, but I'm over here in my feelings because now I can't chill with your babies, and I can't take them to do stuff with my nephews and all that other kind of stuff. Like,
I think it's definitely like a vibe. It's definitely a feeling. It's a parameter that's being set, saying, okay, you guys have made a decision that this is a long-term situation and not just a, late night get together. You know what I'm saying? So I think all that plays an important part, and then the ages as well.
KP and sometimes it goes beyond the vibe because two things. So first, I want to say, Leo, that was very mature and is very mature on your part to even say, don't put me in a situation because I don't want to touch these kids and be in a situation. And then also, I dated somebody who, after probably, I think, 30 days, introduced me to their kids. And I love kids too. And I attach to kids, and I'm like, well, we need to go on vacation. We need to go to the amusement park. We took the kids to the amusement park. We fell out. The gentleman and I fell out. And then he made a crazy comment, like, well, we wasn't together like that. No way. And I'm like, what? Like, are you crazy? Like, we done took your kids on vacation. Like, what are you talking about? And then we stopped talking. And then I felt bad because I'm like, your kids kind of fell in love with me just like I love your kids. And now I can't see your kids. And now, I mean, they probably like, Dad, Miss Cat was like here one day and now she gone, and like it's crazy. So
you know what he was saying? He was saying Miss Cat was just the babysitter.
I definitely was not the babysitter.
Hey, first of all,
when they get fancy, what they call them? A pear, what they call them?
I even met one of the kids' mom. Like we even had a conversation. So I don't know. It went.
He was introducing you to everybody.
Exactly. And then 60 days later, it was like, it was all gone, dissolved or whatever. And so so this is really like kind of a crazy situation, and it shouldn't have never happened anyway because we work together. So then like my kids miss you, they asking about you, and I'm like, okay.
You was talking to him on the phone. We were saying that.
You're so silly, man.
I said we work together. What are you talking about?
Oh, y'all work together. I was just wondering because if you talk to him on the phone, I was going to ask you, did you hear that song playing in the background? Talking, clean up, woman. And that's a word.
That's too funny. That's too funny. Hey, first of all, stop calling yourself. Stop saying Miss Cat in the third person like these kids out here calling you some old lady name. That's the problem, right? Miss Cat just disappeared.
So KP said on the flip side, she's grown, and her mama said, I want to meet another one of your boyfriends. Mom said she gets attached and then I'm done with them, and she's still inviting them over for dinner. Listen.
Oh, wow.
Listen, mamas don't be playing about somebody that they really like. If your mama likes somebody, y'all better you better figure it out.
Hey, KP ass is no nonsense. She like, yo, nigga, you ain't bring me no goddamn food last night, nigga. It's a wrap. She getting them up out of there.
It's Tuesday and I ain't got no tacos. What is we doing, Chief? Like, what is we doing? I don't understand.
What's going on?
Right, Tamana. Tamana said after you went shopping buying fruit snacks and shit. Yeah, like I didn't went and bought fruit snacks. I didn't buy Lunchables, Capri Suns and shit. Now you talking about I can't see them no more. Like the fuck? What are we doing?
Yeah,
I feel that.
Just take it to their school and give it to them.
I feel that
because I don't even want to know that much. I don't even want to know what school they go to. I should be able to bring them to their daddy. Here go these snacks. Enjoy, children. That's it. I want to have to go through the whole
what happened to Auntie Tiffany?
The whole other right, and kids usually
Auntie Rebecca now.
Tiffany. You said Auntie Rebecca.
Yeah, Auntie Tiffany moved.
That's comedy.
Don't worry about Auntie Tiffany moved. You got a new auntie.
Right. So Shanika asks, are we talking about introducing potential mates to our children or actually having them around our children? There's a big difference. I'm transparent with my children. They know that I'm dating someone, and I prefer that they have a face with a name versus them knowing that my mommy is spending time with someone, but they have no idea who this person is.
Makes sense.
Hey.
Well, I get what
let me ask her, how old are her kids? Can you type how old your kids are?
That's rough right there.
Well, but I really understand what she's saying. Like, you don't have to have your kids around somebody. You can just say, I'm dating this guy. His name is Jeff. This is what he looks like. So they know and have an understanding.
Oh, yeah, that's the age, yeah.
So that they can say, well, if something happens, God forbid, but if something happens to mine, well, she was with this guy. He looked like this. Yes, I can point him out. And he still don't have to spend time with the kids.
Yeah.
Like, you're not coming to my house.
I definitely believe in that, too.
But the kids do know of you. So Shanika makes a very valid point.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, I think the kids, you know what I'm saying, they got to know, your mom dating. It's your father's dating someone. So yeah, I think for safety purposes, those things are very, very important. Yeah. Very, very important. You ain't got to go into detail about the person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't got to it's no emotional connection. It's not no knowledge of the person that much, but they know of the person, where the person might live at, phone numbers, just in case. People are crazy out here. I definitely appreciate that.
And she did say her kids are 13 and 7, so they are old enough to know.
So definitely the 13-year-old, definitely.
But we don't have to go to the fair. We ain't got to go to the movies, but you need to, or you can know who I'm dating. So.
For sure.
Don't touch my mama and don't touch my Dorito.
Right. Exactly. KP said it's very complicated. Not only are you emotionally attached to the kids, but you are also dealing with your feelings for your mate or ex-mate. For years, I had a no kids rule. I would not date men with kids. I don't have kids. And as you get older, it becomes more difficult to find someone who doesn't have children. Ma'am, listen. I know.
I want to find people with no kids at.
I mean, I found them, but it's. I mean, it's like you just be out here doing your thing and then be like, hey, you got kids? Nope. I ain't got kids either. Hey.
No.
Okay,
let's make a kid. Nah, I'm just playing. But let's make a kid together then.
You got no kids. How old are you? That pussy garbage. I'm just kidding.
Who you talking about? First of all.
I'll be like,
first and foremost. I didn't got offended.
It's a joke I actually heard somewhere.
I'm gonna jump down your throat.
Right. Listen, 3 hours. You gotta wait till 9 o'clock for that foolishness. 9 o'clock.
Right.
You
People probably still watching with their kids. You can't just be dropping the P word this early. It's still 8:25.
Wait till 9:01.
9:01. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
listen.
He said okay.
I ain't never had no complaints.
No,
Period. I'm just fucking with
that was the joke I heard. That was the joke I heard.
Hey, I know. I ain't take it personally. I'm just telling
it was
you.
super funny. Because he was like, because the comedian was like, you how old? And you ain't got no nigga to slip up in that thing yet and shoot up.
That's why they make Plan Bs. Your Plan A was to just shoot up the club, but Plan B saved my life. Okay.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's some grown women. It's some grown women so fine. I be going to the store buying me a Plan B.
You be buying your own Plan B. I'm done with you, dude. You be taking a Plan B so you don't get pregnant.
Right. I don't want.
That's comedy.
You stupid.
Trolls.
That's comedy.
That's comedy,
bro. I'm trying to tell you, that's comedy, bro. That's all I can say. Like, because I can't even elaborate on that shit. My man just say he's gonna take a Plan B himself. Like, what?
Wow.
Stupid. Don, ain't nobody got time for him.
Write that down so you can say that again when we do our tour. Write that down. Write it down.
Let me put that in my notes.
No.
For me. Hey, Joy, do you have kids?
No.
No, I don't have any kids.
So okay. Have you dated somebody with kids before?
I have.
How'd that go?
The one guy I was dealing with, he had just had a baby. The baby was like brand new.
Oh,
it was
baby mama drama.
It was different because I don't know what they had going on, but I had an idea what they had going on, especially with a brand new baby. I've dated a man that had a 2-year-old.
You be dating me on
it wasn't babies. It was to be honest, I didn't have issues with the mothers. The mothers weren't the issue, it was their fathers.
And that's different.
Yeah, that's real different. But I'm not against dating a man with kids, but I got a limit.
What's your limit? What's your limit, Joy?
You can't have 6 kids.
You can't have, so they can have 5?
No, they can't even have 4. Limit is 2. 2 or 3. But more than that.
No more than 2 or 3. And they have 3 kids and 3 baby mamas.
That's unacceptable. But you can't
wait. Say that again.
Can they have more than 1 baby mama? Like if they have 3 kids, like 3 baby mamas.
Who what?
Right.
Follow. Joy says she has a limit on how many.
No, I'm following. And my thing is, who want to deal with multiple baby mamas? Like who's signing up for this?
Baby mama drama.
Multiple mothers to their children.
I'm not a fan of that, but a lot of people do that. I don't know. I never dealt with a guy that had multiple baby mamas. So I don't even want to give an answer because I can't answer that right now.
So are you totally 100% closed off to dating somebody with more than 3 kids, more than 2 baby mamas, or based upon meeting that person and getting to know them as a person, is there any exception to that rule of yours?
I would have to understand. I know how you got that sex stuff, but I would have to understand your thinking behind all this. Like, why didn't you stop at least 2 baby mamas? Why did you have to make 3 or 4?
Continuing the hump.
Sometimes.
How did I know? Because you told me.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be closed off to it.
This gonna sound crazy. But sometimes it's not even the dude's choice. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's shit that happened that make it not the dude's choice no more. Sometimes it's not even
a grown man's choice.
I agree with
Try more than 1 baby mama.
No, yes.
I agree with Troach.
Yes, it is. Because just like, okay, you had sex with that person, that don't mean you intended to get that person pregnant. And even if you went through your measures to not get that person pregnant, it's still some shiesty bitches out here.
Ain't that it?
Just put it out there.
I'm sorry, sir. They say it's not 9 o'clock. We cannot use it.
Oh, my bad. My bad, people. I'm just saying.
And the way he said bitches, he said it with his chest. Like he had to get that off his chest. Like,
but you out here dropping that P word. We said the P word can't be used until after 9 o'clock. You
Right.
Sure.
Oh, but you can say bitches. You can say bitches, but you can't say pussy.
You said
he did. He put power behind that P.
You put all of the. I felt the spit through the screen when you said the P word. Like I had to wipe it off of my face. I was like, yeah, I was offended by the P word.
I don't know. Sometimes when a man say the P word, his mouth get moist. I'm sorry, I don't know what.
And bro, they say bitch on the radio, bro. They say bitch on the radio.
Do they?
Yes, all the time.
Wow.
Depending on what radio show you listening to.
Hey, bitch is an acceptable word on the radio now.
Let me get a disclaimer. Ladies, I do never say the word bitch on the show. Because you all are ladies.
Come on, Barry White.
Ain't nobody down to mess with you.
Hey, that nigga, he turned it on every show with the Barry White voice.
Every time. Like it just comes out of nowhere. Like that's how he is on his show though. Like you on here, he is the mouth, the comedian. And then
and Leo, can I give you a hypothetical and have you answer it?
Of course, darling.
Okay, so because Leo, you already said you are not interested in meeting somebody's kids right out the gate. Joy, you have had experiences with people who have
I didn't say that.
You didn't want to meet their kids right out the gate?
I don't mind dating somebody with kids.
No, I said you don't want to meet them right out the gate.
Meeting. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So if you guys meet a guy, you go on 1 date, it's great. 2 dates is great. And he just says, yes, I have kids. He might tell you how many, he might not, depending on how far the conversation go or how far you did. But let's say you get to date number 3 or 4 and you like, Dad, this dude is great. Like everything is good. Like everything he did thus far is the truth. You know, he got his stuff together. He's handsome. He got a good job. He takes care of his responsibilities. I've been to his.
Damn, you make it sound like I might want to date motherfucker.
You know, he's checking out all these marks off the box, right? You really enjoy this man. And then by date number, I don't know, 7 or 8, the kid topic comes up again, and he says, "Well, yeah, I got 5 kids and 4 different baby mamas. Are you going to end that relationship, or what could potentially be?"
So I'm gonna go first and let me tell you why. Okay. So I know plenty of men that have multiple baby mothers, but it's not a messy ass situation. It's not a tragic ass situation. And then a lot of times the explanation of, the time frame is different. Hell, I'm 36. So if I'm talking to somebody and they're over the age of 36 and they got multiple kids over a span of time, then that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? That's very understandable to have multiple kids over a span of time because hell, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And I would think that if you explain to me how that worked out in the situation with all of that's going on, okay, cool. I may be able to oblige you, bro. But if it was just you was out here just humping, and now you got 5 kids with 6 baby mamas. No, I'm just you got all of these different kids with all of these different women just because you was just sowing your oats. Like, I mean, and that's fine. Like, if that's what you're doing, do your thing. And I'm really gonna say sometimes it just depends on the person. Like their situation could be totally different, and then you could just really rock with that person. Like everybody's situation is different, so I can't say that I'd be like, oh hell no, G, that ain't nope, thanks,
right,
cool, boop. See ya.
Wow. You say
But
6 kids, 6 baby mamas?
I said 5 kids with 6 baby mamas because you don't really know which
So
one.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Y'all get ready to have 6. He got that many kids, that many baby mamas. What's the first thing you gonna say to him?
I'm gonna bring my own condoms.
Okay.
Because obviously you don't believe in them. Okay, obviously you ain't slid not a one on in a while.
That nigga millionaire, he got bad luck and he just always slip.
And brother pull
He
out
don't
game
need to
might
be
be
on the top.
weak.
He getting ready to come because that nigga slipped.
His pull out game might not be A1.
It is so only 836 right now.
Got raggedy pull out.
Oh, sorry, Mama Cat. We don't call Cat Mama Cat. She be on it.
What's wrong?
No, she Miss Cat. She said it herself. Miss Cat.
Miss Cat. But I'm not gonna like totally disregard him or just be like, I just can't fuck with you because you got all of these kids. Now, the relationships with those women may be what deter me more than the number of kids.
Yes.
Because if you got like I'm really a drama-free person. I stay in my own little world. I do my shit. I take care of my business. I ain't got no kids. I do me. So if I'm dating you and 3 of your baby mamas full of bullshit and they causing all of this bullshit and we can't do nothing and have a moment of peace. You out here having to run and do all this other kind of shit because 3 of your baby mamas is crazy and they'll show up to wherever you at, drop your kids off, all that other kind of shit. We not finna do this because I don't do drama.
Right.
I don't do bullshit. I don't do all of the extraness. If you can't enter my space and be at peace, then brother, I wish you well. Let me know if the kids need some diapers or something. Auntie Tiffany will still do that. But I can't fuck with you because your baby mamas is doing too much for me. And so to me, I feel like if it's gonna be all of that going on, all of that external stuff, your kids probably are not the biggest issue for me. It's probably the baby mamas that are more of the issue for me than the children. So I can rock with you and your kids, but I'm not finna rock with no angry baby mama. I'm not finna rock with nobody who's doing too much and just one of those women that's like, this still, well, you can't see your kids because you dating her. Ma'am, grow up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What if he's a poor father? Could you sit back with a man and watch
him?
him?
Hell no. We're not finna do that either. Because if you can't take care of your kids and you think that's okay for you to be out here dating and you're not taking care of your kids, baby, you got the wrong one. Because I'm finna check the shit out of your ass. Because you're not finna be out here talking about you just finna be dating me and think I'm okay because you're not taking care of your fucking kids. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to have Chris spending $50 on a steak, but you can't get the kids no Pampers.
No, sir. I'm put you in your whole goddamn place. You is not finna be dating me and you ain't taking care of your goddamn kids. If you can't call your kids, check in on your kids and none of that, like if we dated and I don't even ever hear you talk about your kids, that's a problem for me. Like, these are your kids and you don't ever bring them up. You don't ever communicate or talk about your kids, but don't you got like 3 of them, 4 of them?
Okay.
Like, how are you not talking about these kids? How are you not bringing them up? How are you not checking in on them?
What say you?
Joy, I seen you shaking your head a lot, like you was in agreement. Like you got something to say?
I'm sorry. I had my video on mute. What'd you say?
What's your response?
So first, let's stop for a second and welcome everybody. Thank everybody for joining us tonight on the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast. We really appreciate you guys joining in, man. Go ahead and type your comments, whether it's personal or it's in the Phat Girl comments, and we'll try to get to them as we go. But thank you guys for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Captain. Captain.
We got a lot of people popping in. I just wanted to acknowledge
I see.
Go ahead, Joy.
Go ahead, Joy.
I wouldn't do it. He could be fantastic, like everything you said. But if at one point I was dating to marry, and I look at things towards the future, and I feel like in the future, because things happen and stuff like that, I sometimes in those cases with men with multiple baby mamas, they'll link up and then they'll all decide that he's just not doing enough or he's doing this, da 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 da. And it becomes a I hate your husband fan club. And that's just something I won't want part of. That's just
So
something
what
I'm
if
not
the
interested in
mother of
doing.
these children? Because I hear you and I understand what you're saying. That's kind of what Leo was saying too. Like if the mamas are crazy or do whatever, then yeah, that's not okay. But what if the moms are cool? Like they don't trip, they don't give him no problems. He take care of his kids.
Oh well, hey girl, hey.
You ain't gotta deal with that drama. Ain't no mess. Are you still out, or was it consideration?
I'm out.
You
It's
gonna
just something I won't want to do.
Oh no, I ain't passing up Mr. Everything. If everything right and them kids taken care of and they baby mama's like, hey husband, how you
That's
doing?
what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like what if you miss your
I'm
beat,
sorry,
Joy? Because
but if that's what I'm standing on, that ain't something I want to do. Because honestly, if it was something for me, meant for me, everything I know I don't want, that person, there's no way he would be for me in the first place. Like he could be fantastic for someone else that will want to deal with multiple baby moms and a bunch of kids. That's fine, but for me, that's not something I want to do.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
that's respectable.
You have
know your
right.
boundaries, shit. Know your goddamn boundaries and shit. Hey, rock with them. That's all I can say. Shit. Kev, what you drinking?
Some kind of lime margarita. I don't know, y'all. I gotta have some kind of.
Everybody grown tonight, huh?
So,
something Canada, like she don't know what she
Everybody
told.
stay pussy. Everybody grown, but can't nobody stay pussy.
Hey, he ain't letting that go. He ain't letting that go.
What do you say?
He is not gonna let that go. He's gonna ride that until the end of the show. He's gonna ride that to the end of the show.
Excuse me, but
hey, he was like, man, this nigga saying bitch. I can't say pussy. Hey, what the
fuck? He like, hold on, G, hold on.
I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna leave the conversation here. Thank you, Leo and Joy, for your thoughts to my hypothetical question. But I will be very transparent and let you both know, and our other co-hosts and everybody that's watching, it was not really a hypothetical question. It's actually real life. That's my life. My husband has, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 kids. I don't know.
Not 6, 7, 8.
But my husband is definitely 100% in control of those relationships with those women. He takes excellent care of his kids. He takes excellent care of me. He has an amazing career.
He got a brother?
The opportunity not to work. So it's possible, it can be done. And Leo, kind of what you said, it was a situation. I think Troach, you kind of on it too. He is a little older, and some of those kids came from a previous wife. They were all relationships with the exception of 2. And then the kids ranging from 30 to some little people. I'll just leave it at little people. But I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, all right. Well, hey,
fact, not fiction. Hey,
listen. So we gonna hop on, and we ran over a little bit, but it is what it is when the conversation is good.
You know what I'm saying?
You just ride with it and enjoy it. You just ride with it and enjoy it.
He's home.
Oh, okay. That's his name, Willie.
No, it's not. But if you want him to be a guest, I can go get him.
Oh no, I mean he cool. I just figured y'all call him Sweet Dick Willie.
Boy, I'm not finna be playing with you. It is time for new music moments with the mouth. Since the mouth got so much to say today, go ahead and slide this music in here.
Let's go. What's going on, man? I hope everybody had a great week last week. This week is another amazing week, man. Even even in 2020. So that's what we're gonna get into, man. We're gonna get into a new one by Mr. Jazzy Jeff and Mr. Eric Roberson. And it's the pick of the week. And they call this one Cancel 2020 right here on Phat Girl Chronicles. It's your man the mouth. Music moment.
Cancel hotel, can we cancel this whole year? Maybe let's wake up and it all disappears. First came COVID, then came COVID. Wouldn't believe it if we told it. Not to mention cops still shooting us out here. Cancel culture, can we cancel this whole year? I'll take 15, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm built with this past, I was already done. Man, 20, yo, you ain't been fun. Wanna high straight 221. COVID gon' still be here. Top sign still up in my rear. Baby mama got the news, now she all on her knees. Cause I freeze, I must admit, I thought this year be a blast. Every night I would be raising the glass. On tour straight, making the stash. But instead, I'm watching this face and sass. Little kid raised his rifle to blast. Killed 2 people in the cops of the past. Wasn't that kind of to me. That wasn't even his head. Yeah, hunting season on everything black. Speaking of black, lost Black Panther the kiss. Somebody please take 20 back. Maybe it's me.
So from my understanding, the song came about. Jazzy Jeff made the beat. He sent it over to Eric, and he recorded it that weekend. And he posted a little bit of it and went viral, and it became a blazing single. Some of y'all probably have already heard it, but I wanted to give a little homage to it, man. Mr. Eric Roberson and Jazzy Jeff, that's the pick of the week, and they call that one Cancel 2020. I know we've all been feeling like that at some point, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, we in it. We almost out of it, man. We gonna make it through, man. Like I say, man, all the time, man. If your eyes open up in the morning, that's 95% of the battle. The rest of the bullshit we can maneuver through and make our day better. You know, make our day great, man. Y'all remember social distancing, wash your hands, man. Just be safe out here, man. Protect each other, love on each other. And man, it's your man Mouth with the music moment of the week. And don't forget, you can follow me at the Mouth_moments on all social media outlets. You can check me out tomorrow night on theblazingradio.com for Wind Down Wednesday. And I'm inviting everybody that's here now, only the people that's here now. I'm inviting y'all Sunday to Sultry Sundays on theblazingradio.com, and we celebrate my birthday live on the air. I got people coming in the studio. I got some people that's going to Zoom in. It's just going to be a big party on the air. So come hang out with me at theblazingradio.com, or either go to the phone app and download a Blazing Radio Live, the app, and come hang out with your boy, the Mouth. I love y'all. See y'all next week with your music moment.
That's what's up, bro. Good shit.
Okay, LL.
That's comedy.
Did we get an invite to this virtual birthday party?
You just did.
We should have had one first.
We get an invite
I
with
mean,
everybody
you
else?
know, y'all gonna hear about it all week.
No, hold on, bro. How we gonna get an invite with everybody else?
And I had your back over here with Tavana.
You raggedy.
I'm taking it back. Tavana, I take it back.
What'd she say?
Let him have it. Gonna let him have it.
Oh,
it's in the comments. Read it.
I missed it. Go ahead. What we rocking on with now?
All right, so in order to keep up with the time, I'm gonna let Joy take my space with the celebrity news towards the end of the show. So to kind of hop back into our topic a little bit. So I was on Facebook today scrolling, and I saw a really, really good question. So there was a guy, he was dating a young lady, and they were talking. I don't know what talking means nowadays. Everybody has their own definition of what that means. So they were talking, and she didn't really have anybody to watch her son. So anytime that they would link up, her son would come with them. And he didn't have a problem with that or anything like that. But as he went further down, he began to say, you know, it was fine. He would never complain. But her son was bad as fuck. He said he mean bad to the point that if he was a grown man, he would have probably drop kicked him on the first day.
Oh Jesus!
Hey,
Bad,
hey,
bad.
hey, it's these little motherfuckers out here like that now.
Oh,
Not little motherfuckers.
These little motherfuckers out here like that now, for real, for real.
Troll.
Have y'all met these new niggas? Man, check it out, man.
So
I agree.
So
I agree. They're bad as hell now. Like, I agree.
So he said the son was bad as fuck. And so he said he was very disrespectful to her. And he was only like 4. So it didn't matter to him because it wasn't his kids. He
Wait,
said so.
Sorry, you said 4?
The little boy was 4.
Oh,
Y'all see my face?
So he said he was 4. It didn't matter to him because neither of his kids was ever like that. So he wouldn't like do it when the guy was around because he checked the little boy, like, you can't be doing all of that. So they was only in the talking stages. So he couldn't deal with, her son and all that other kind of stuff. And in his words, he said, if you knew the level of demon I was referring to, I think y'all would probably understand. So he said all of that to ask if it's only the beginning stages, like just a few days here and there, a couple of Netflix and chill nights or something like, do you think it's shallow or in poor taste to stop talking to someone because they have badass kids?
Nope. Do what you need to do. Because people don't control their kid. They'll overlook it. Like, I see it all the time. A kid could be completely terrorizing a whole nother human being. And the mother will sit there like little Michael Myers is not doing shit. And whole time it's like, I will fold this kid. So no, especially if y'all in the first stages, you ain't got to put that baby stepdaddy. Go ahead and go about your business. Especially if they're bad and their mothers or fathers don't do anything or they taping it. Like, yo, the baby is taking the wood out your floor. Like, you're not going to
taking the
do
wood out
nothing
the
about
floor.
that.
No.
So, yeah.
He like that show Bob the Builder.
To that person. They kids is bad. They gonna miss out because they children are horrible.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mel.
Go ahead, baby.
I'm just saying. I think that sometimes, again, it depends on what the status of their relationship is, how much he's digging her, and where the dad really is. Because if it's a 4-year-old and he's really digging her, and the dad's not in the picture, I think it's okay for him to have that conversation with her and say, okay, look, I'm digging you, I'm feeling you, I want to be with you, but maybe your son, he's not really listening to you, or something's not going on. If we don't do this thing, do you mind? Can I discipline him? Or what does that look like? I think that because the kid is bad, that shouldn't necessarily say, oh, your kid is bad. Yeah, I'm not fooling with you. I think you got to look at all the different things because there's so many different variables in that situation, in that scenario.
Okay, so okay, the kid is bad.
You already
or
know.
whatever.
I'm itching, bro. I'm itching.
The kid is bad.
I'm listening to this, and I'm just amazed that the women are not catching on to this. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna end it up a synopsis all together for you.
Go ahead, Joy.
I don't see it.
Go ahead, Troach. Go ahead.
No, Joy talking. I'm gonna wait for Joy to get in.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear Joy. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
You just excited.
I'm sorry, but don't nobody want to, especially if you over. I just feel like, just because the dad is not in a picture, I mean, that's sad, but that don't mean this kid has to be a hellraiser either. It's a lot of kids their fathers are not in the picture, and they're not just causing chaos. So let's eliminate that. Like, do something, and I'll stick around. But then that's a hard conversation to have somebody, because people, you have kids, Kat. You know how you are about your children. You don't want nobody to tell you nothing about your kids. And some people, they take it to a different extreme instead of saying, trying to take it in and listen. Some people take it personal.
You're right. So, and I do have kids, but that's why I said it has to be a conversation, and it has to be two mature people that are willing to have that conversation, because it's no secret that I have a little person. My little person just turned 4. My little person, and this is also no secret that I did not give birth to my little person. So my little person had some of those issues. And it was a conversation to say, okay, well, if we about to, you got this little person, he's doing X, Y, Z, how we gonna tackle this? And are you okay with me even getting involved with your little person? Now, I could have been like, yeah, nope, I don't want to be talking to my little person. You not going to say nothing to him. So, yeah, we're going to have to just go our separate ways. Or, you know what? In this situation, I know for me, and I can only speak in this particular situation, I overcompensated because of the actual situation. So my little person gets Starbucks 3 times a week. My little person says when he wants to get it, when he wants it. So I overcompensated by spoiling him. So there are some things, even today, he does not listen to me. And it's like, he just don't listen to me because he's so used to saying yes, 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 yes. I would never tell him no. So it was a conversation to say, okay, this ain't normal. This ain't working. This ain't. Are you okay with me trying to step in? And if we get ready to have this relationship, I'm going to be in this little person's life. Can I do some things? And I was like, absolutely, you can do some things because he needs somebody else in his life.
And that's one of the comments that the child may need a stern male figure in his life.
Yeah. And
So,
he absolutely did.
So I feel like this. I mean, it could go 2 ways. I mean, you can decide to say when you're in that situation that you're not going to want to deal with this person. And if we're weighing out the characteristics of this person turns out to be great, turns out to be wonderful and all of that. And the only issue is their kids. So then I would think that as 2 adults, like what can be done with the 2 adults to work with the children? I think that nowadays, because of the state that the children are in, back in the day, it used to be the slogan, it takes a village. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it takes a village to raise a kid. So sometimes it's implementing this, respect versus disrespect. Like, you're not going to disrespect me. We're not going to allow this. You're not going to disrespect your mom. We're not going to have this. And I mean, the relationship could work. But if it's out of control where you're getting no participation with the parent, then I feel like it could be a situation where you're going to have to make a decision to move forward. Because at this point, she's not going to even apply the know-how. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
That's good, man. Y'all pulling a lot of keywords. You gotta listen to maturity, care. Y'all pulling out a lot of keywords in this situation that we're gonna come back to. Yeah.
Craziest part about the whole thing, I don't care about none of that, man. If everybody that know me know I don't deal with bad kids, man. Like, I will rock you, shorty. Like, I don't care if you like 2, I don't care if you bold, whatever, man. Like, stop playing. You're a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, if I had to have that discussion with you, you know what I'm saying, about your kid, when you see him doing the stuff he's not supposed to be doing, then, I mean, what you want me to think? What do you really want me to think?
That's true. So I'm gonna say this is a young couple, 2 young people. Young mother, young man. I don't think it was a relationship situation. First of all, you're gonna bring your kid with you, and it's a new This is a new situation. We hadn't defined it yet. In that question, that they didn't define it, right? They didn't define the situation. It was a new, right?
Yeah, they was just talking.
So basically, translating 2020. Talking mean fuck it. That's all that was.
Well,
bring your child over. He gonna go to sleep.
No, that's not.
He didn't give a shit about her. He didn't want to. He just knew the child was bad. The child gonna go to sleep at some point, and I'm gonna get some pussy. I'm gonna get some.
I think if he was just smashing, he wouldn't care how bad that kid.
He wouldn't have cared. He gonna get some vagina. That's all he wanted. He just wanted to smash.
The kid was going out on dates.
He wasn't looking for no emotional tie. He just wanted mama to come over. Mama said, I can't come over because I got, the baby, you know what I'm saying?
But they weren't going out.
Bring the baby on with you.
I mean, the baby wasn't.
I'm telling you what he's thinking. Oh, the baby going to sleep. But then he realized the baby bad. The baby didn't
so I think you missed the part where it said that the kid was going out with them. So, like, it ain't like they was just doing.
So they went to McDonald's, bought the kid a Happy Meal. He's just trying to get him home and get him a meal.
You is Mike.
They ain't say they were dating.
Right.
That was
'Cause
not.
he
That
done
was
said
not.
the
That
P
was not
word.
a real scenario. He was trying to fuck. I'm sorry. Have sex. I'm sorry. It's 9 o'clock now. He was trying to get some pussy.
Lord. So Shanika said, it's not shallow at all. Discipline of children is definitely something that can end a potential relationship. I wouldn't want to be the person that causes the parent to discipline their child. If not the parent, the child will feel some type of way if the parent starts to get harsh because of the influence of someone they're dating.
Yes.
I'd have a conversation, but if that doesn't change anything, then I'd probably pass.
Absolutely.
Zion
100%.
said, if I can't spank your badass kid, you better, or y'all both can stay away from me. I ain't mad I ain't mad at that at all.
That part.
Shit, listen.
That part.
And our friend, longtime felon, he said, take this NyQuil, little man. I'm trying to smash.
Hey, this profile name is
bothering.
That's the dude that was in who we were just talking about. I'm telling you.
Nah, I think he mean that he be in Facebook jail a lot.
That's why he's a longtime felon. He is always in Facebook jail. So I think like when it comes down to disciplining other people's children, when other people's kids are around me, I'm good with, I think it's that teacher superpower that I kind of have. Is with that eyebrow raise, that hey, it's a lot of power in the word hey, that'll get kids to like straighten up and bring the shit in, like cut that shit out.
Right.
But if also I think it's a matter of kids testing or towing the line. A lot of times kids gonna toe the line just to see where they gonna be able to take you to, just to see like, oh, okay, now I can't fuck with her like that because she probably whipped my ass for real. But let's just see how it go, because kids, they will try your ass until you be like, sit your ass down until you get a little loud.
I think the parent got to know who they're dating as well. You know what I'm saying? For that scenario to be
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every man is not a man when it comes down to raising a child or guidance or anything of that nature. Like for example, my stepfather. He's an amazing guy. What I got from him is that you got to work hard every day. You got to work ADB. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going outside throwing no ball with me. He ain't asked me what happened at school today. He not doing all that, but he made sure the bills was paid. I had clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that guy that was gonna come to my games or nothing of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But he made sure the lights was on. So I respect him for that right now. So in those scenarios, you got to know who you dated, what type of guy the person is, if he's even gonna give a shit about your people. You know what I'm saying? And those are choices that the people have to make when they dated somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or picking somebody.
Zion said, bad kids make you wish you could abort them motherfuckers up until they about 17 or 18 years old.
Diane, sit in the corner. You on punishment. You gotta sit in the corner for 10 minutes.
That sounds like first degree murder. What?
Put it back in there. Put that motherfucker back up in there.
Let me tell you back.
Send it back. Just go ahead and send it back up the river. So I don't know. I know for me, I just don't know. Like when it comes to bad kids, so the last guy that I dated that had kids, kind of going back to earlier, he sprang meeting the kids on me. It was like we had been like we had been talking for a while. We had been around each other for a while. Like we was always kicking in, spending time together, all that kind of stuff. So we had been around each other for a long time. I knew he had kids, all of that. I never met the mother. Still haven't met her. I just realized that I still ain't met the girl. But like after a while, like he sprang meeting the kids on me. Like, oh, okay, we talking. I'm like, oh, okay, well, have a good weekend. I know it's your weekend with the little ones or the little people. So have a good time this weekend, blah, blah, blah. Holler at me on Sunday, when they go home. you know. So then it was like, oh no, you can come over. Say what now? It's okay for me to come over and the kids are there. And I was like, it took me a while to make a decision on whether or not I actually wanted to go. Because it was like, oh yeah, the kids are here, you can come over. I was like, sir, I don't know. Cause I don't even know what this is. I don't know. I mean, like, we were friends. We have been kicking it for at least a year. But at the same time, I didn't feel like I was ready to meet his kids because I wasn't sure of where it was fully going. But then all of a sudden you want me to meet your kids and we hanging out and I done hung out with your kids. And I started to like his kids. And then, then he became raggedy.
Ooh, right.
And became community ping. And wanted to be out here, doing his thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what we're not going to do. So it ended up going left very shortly after meeting the kids. And that was my rule. I was like, I knew I shouldn't have did it because I knew I shouldn't have did it. Like because my feelings was hurt. I was mad, and then when I went to go pick up my stuff from over there, his son was there one day, like, hey, when we going to the movies? And I was like, like crying on the inside, like, oh, we'll go one day, just had to break it to him like that because I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to tell this little boy or how to tell this little boy that I'm not going to be around no more. And so I was more hurt, I think, than the kids were because they already had somebody else up in the crib. So, but me being who I am, I still let, I had never met the mother of the kids, but the kids actually had ended up hanging out with one of my friend's daughters. And I reached out to her via Facebook and told her, hey, I know we never met. I've met your children. And I know your daughter built a very good friendship with my friend's daughter. So in order for that not to go left, here's my phone number. Feel free to contact me. I usually babysit her at these times. So if you would like your daughter to continue to have a relationship with this little girl, feel free to call me. You can always drop her off at my house, or we can meet somewhere where they can play together and do whatever as friends. Because I'm like, I think that's where it becomes messy when adults don't know how to communicate, and then the kids end up being in a messed up situation where they could have probably had some friends, or probably could have had, like Stretch was saying, where it takes a village to raise a kid. They could have had a village, but then instead the adults chose not to talk or not to communicate in order for it to go amicably. But people be out here being raggedy. They don't even think beyond that portion. So yeah, it was a little bit much for me. My feelings was hurt. I was sad, and it wasn't even about him. I was sad because of the kids. I mean, I was like, I could do without you, but I was sad because of the children. Sorry, y'all. I had technical difficulty. My iPad just was like, nope. My iPad just said, I'm tired of hanging up here.
What are you drinking over there, ma'am?
I ain't drinking nothing but a little lemonade, a little limeade. This damn iPad said, all right, I'm tired. Good night. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was raggedy. I was sad, but now, like, the baby mother is like one of my favorite people on Facebook. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny now that
things work out that way sometimes.
She one of your favorite people only on Facebook. That's comedy.
Well, I've still never met her in person. But we communicated through Facebook in order for the kids to still have a friendship together. For the kids to still have a friendship, for her kids to still have a friendship with my friend's daughter. that they were able to hang out with and have some fun with. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's how that went.
Indeed. So what we got up next? What we got up next, y'all?
We got like 5 minutes before our next segment. But it's his story with Trosh. I almost slipped up and did it again.
Yeah, no, we could start the segment now. It's cool because my segment again is along the topic that we talking about. But I got a piggyback question. So I want to ask y'all, if you dealing with somebody, if you're dealing with somebody and they got kids or whatever, let's just we could do both genders, because I was gonna like specify to one gender, but no, we could do both genders. Like, what if the other person don't like you being with their ex and they cause problems for you? Does that automatically mean that they want to get back with you? You see what I'm saying? Because that is a thing. That is a real thing. That's not just drama. Like, drama is like can be classified just bitter, but that part, like, does that mean they want to get back with you?
So what I'm hearing, so if I'm hearing you correctly, the question.
Come on, Dr. K.
Listen, I teach effective communication and motivational.
Hey, you better communicate effectively around these parts when you're talking to cats.
So seriously, what you're asking is, if you're dating somebody, if you and I are dating and you have an ex and they start to cause problems, they're causing problems because they want to, are potentially causing problems because they necessarily are not about the drama, but they want to get back with you.
That's my question.
I would say that's a possibility. People cause drama in order to create, division. So they start doing all of this other stuff in order to create some division within your relationship. So
immaturity.
Like they're doing stuff in order for you and your mate to get into it, so that way that you all will start to become further apart. And the further apart you all are becoming, they feel like that's their way to kind of ease in and, stir up some shit so they can get back in there.
Right.
Can I ask a follow-up question or clarification?
Yeah, go ahead. Hell yeah, for sure.
And I may have missed it. Did you say you have kids with this ex, or you don't? They're just an ex.
No, I'm saying we talking about when kids, like, when is it too soon for kids to meet the person you're dating, right? So I'm saying, like, you're dating your person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you felt it at this time. Oh, this was cool to meet my kids or whatever. At this point, you felt that. You decided that. So now this is your decision. So now when and if there's drama on that end, does that necessarily mean that they want to get back with you?
I think it could mean that they want to get back with you, but at the end of the day, it will become your responsibility to put that person in check and to make sure whatever is going on is completely shut down and everything is going up. That responsibility will fall on you.
I mean, we're not talking about me per se. I'm just
he said, hold on, let me make sure this clear.
Yeah. Let's clarify this. You know what I'm saying?
You might know the true story, but I ain't telling no true story. I was
gonna say, oh, like how she said, it'll follow you. Like she was like Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. So you're like, nah, man, nah.
I will rephrase. That responsibility will fall on whomever the main person is in that situation, whomever the gentleman is in that situation. If that ex is causing problems or trying to find a way back in, it will be that gentleman's responsibility to say, hey, I'm with her. This is what we doing. I'm not with you. We have a child. this is what we're going to do to co-parent efficiently, and that's it. It's not going any further than that, and you will not continue to do whatever you're doing to, like Leo said, cause or attempt to cause division in my current relationship. So that will fall on the person to check them.
Yeah, I get that, but I think like just because I asked the question, like you gender specifying it toward like the female only causing the problems, but it is such thing as baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I said. That's why I was saying I wasn't.
Remember, men are bitching.
That's why I said I wasn't specifying it to either gender because it's a both sides kind of thing.
Yeah. And in that situation, it will be the female's responsibility to put her baby daddy in check. Now, I will say this. It will be the female's responsibility to put her baby daddy in check and to correct him when he's wrong. But if she says whatever she has to say him to say, whatever you're doing is unwanted, it's welcome, and things of that nature, sometimes, depending on the guy, they might be like, well, whatever, I ain't or whatever. And then at that point, she may have to tell who she's with. Just let them know. Or, have that conversation and say, well, I told them XYZ, this is what they cannot do, and they're still doing it, to make sure that it ain't really no funny business going on. But I mean, you're right. Regardless of the gender, I still think it falls on that person who's in that situation responsibility.
For sure.
To attempt to control that
scenarios like that. 99.9% of the time it has nothing to do with the child.
This is true.
Damn, that's a high percentage though. I ain't gonna front, bro. I don't really agree with that high percentage in that situation.
If I care about who my ex-mate is fucking, that has nothing to do with my child. Like, why would I try to destroy them? Long as my child is good, I'm good. I don't give a shit about that. That's why they my ex. You get what I'm saying?
You got a super point. You got a super point.
So all that petty shit like cutting niggas' ties and busting windows and doing all that shit.
But
don't act y'all ain't on social media.
Let me rebut. Because you said you don't care about who they sleeping with. That's why they your ex. But you could have not been the reason why y'all exes. It could have not been your decision. She could have dumped you.
And that's cool too. That's life. And that's when that's when you get sensitive niggas doing shit like that.
Hey, I feel you.
Because they can't break up.
He said they can't break up. They wasn't ready for the breakup neither. They right. Blindsided their ass like, hold on, wait a minute.
That nigga clean on God. Like, God damn.
That's my pussy, get my pussy. Yeah, all proud of that bullshit.
Him and this P word tonight.
Hey, it's past the time. Hey, it's the time.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, he on it tonight. He's riding that P word tonight, okay?
He's feeling good. He's feeling good.
I can tell. I can tell.
I'm just saying, like, for that right there, man, that's a bunch of BS, man. I really don't equivalent that to caring about a child when you do shit like that to your partner because y'all broke up. That has nothing to do with the child. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just personal sensitivity bullshit.
Leo, Shanika has a really good comment.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was reading it. Shanika said, I can anticipate my ex being a potential problem if my situation becomes serious. I don't think that he confront the guy, but he has attempted to make co-parenting harder for me as a result of my dating life.
I appreciate her comments tonight, man. Yeah. She is in depth with this shit. Like, for real.
Like, she must really can type fast.
He said, fuck her insight. She got some fast fingers, though. Like, yeah. Like, I don't give a fuck what she's thinking, but she can type them out.
I be like, I can anticipate. Hold on, Google. Spell anticipate. Anticipate. The show, y'all be doing like this. Let's wrap the show up.
Stupid.
By the time I get ready to send my message, y'all be like, all right, thank y'all for tuning in this week.
Now, I'm gonna need you not to be sliding on Google talking about Google spell anticipate. Like, I'm gonna need
No.
just use a word. Just
No,
use a
that's not
word
me.
you know.
This is me. This is me. Google spell go.
Somebody, I'm
Y'all
finna
didn't
mute
even get
you.
that.
I'm
Y'all
finna
that
mute
went over
you.
y'all
I
head.
heard you.
That went over y'all head.
I heard you. That's what I said. I'm finna mute you right now. So we're gonna go ahead and slide to creating
Google
commas with
spell my name.
stretch. Bye. We finna slide to creating some commas with stretch so we can get y'all. Not only are we talking about relationships and all of that other good stuff, we're gonna help y'all get y'all pockets right, credit right, all that other good stuff. So we're gonna slide on over to stretch.
Shout
Put the
out to
financial
stretch. I
information
went
for
from
the
a
day.
-3. I'm at a 0. Thanks to stretch.
Hey,
Thanks, stretch.
listen, y'all,
Not thanks, stretch.
crazy as hell.
Just ignorant.
Just crazy as hell. So what's up? I'm your boy Stretch, and right now we're in the segment Creating Commas with Stretch. And so, of course, if you guys was tuned in to last week's show, you guys know that I was talking about basically a credit score, what's an idealistic credit score, what's good and all that good stuff. So today we are talking about how do I raise my credit score after late payments. So a lot of people's issue is that I hear when they're having credit situations and issues is they have something that either have went to collections or they're late on payment and they're wondering why they can't get approved for this and they can't get approved for that. Well, there is a reason for that. So if you've applied for a car loan, mortgage, or credit card, you probably have found out how important it is to basically have a good credit score. So, and how important that is. So a Gleaman credit report will score you the best interest rates, resulting in lower monthly payments as well. As insured, you are the top pick for landlords and mortgage providers. I don't know about y'all, but you know what I'm saying? When I'm filling out an application for something, anything that requires an approval process, I want to be among the top picks of that, because they do have a section where they have the have and the have nots. You know what I'm saying? So if you've fallen behind on payments, there are still ways to bounce back and polish your credit report up and polish your credit up and raise your score. Okay. So we're going to get into 6 steps. Okay, I got some questions. Okay, cool. I love them questions. Can collection items be disputed? Absolutely. There's a way. Yeah, absolutely. So if you have an item that's in collections, most of the times that stuff can be deleted because some of the creditors, they go through third parties. So some of the third parties, they don't have the original application of the contract or whatever that's binding you to this collection. So a lot of times you can dispute it and then do it through certified mail. And you have 30 days to do that as well. So yes, to answer your question and quickly, yes, that can be disputed. So we're going to get into, you guys have any other questions before I move forward? I'm going into 6 steps. So crew, y'all got some questions?
So stretch, you were saying to dispute it has to be in writing.
I'm sorry.
You said to dispute it has to be in writing.
I mean, the dispute does have to be in writing, but it should be in certified mail. So of course you want certified mail because it's a time ticking bomb when it's dealing with something legally to get something off your credit. So they have 30 days to respond with your original application, signature, whatever that's binding you into that contract. Okay.
Okay. So I need to get somebody that can write for me.
You so silly. You might have to mute that nigga. No,
I'm gonna mute myself, man. I'm just playing.
No, I'm just playing.
And he did. Silly.
It's all good. So you guys will feel free to drop your questions as I go. So we're going into 6 steps. So the step 1 is, of course, make sure all of your payments are on time going forward, guys. I cannot stress how important it is to make on-time payments. I know a lot of us, we go through a lot of different things and a lot of different struggles. I've been there, done that, but it's so important to pay them payments on time because you can't change the history, but you can take control of your financial future. So I'm going to give you guys a little quote. You so silly. Go ahead. So Forbes magazine says that one delinquent payment can lower your score by 100 points. So the longer you stay current on your payments, of course, the higher your credit will go up. So we're going to go into step 2. If y'all don't have any questions for step 1, I'm going straight into step 2. Pay down your credit cards as well. It's so important to pay down your credit cards. So just having a high balance can lower your score. And so a low level of debt that is manageable can help your score to increase. So make sure You pay them high balances out, down, and make sure you guys stay within the 30% mark. So going into step.
Uh-oh. We can't hear you, Stretch.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear
There we go. There we go.
Y'all can hear me?
Yep. Yep.
Can y'all hear me? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, I'm sorry. So going into step 3, my bad, y'all. Going into step 3, I'm sorry, step 4. No, am I muted? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
3. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I'm getting stuff saying that I'm muted. So avoid closing several accounts. So even if you don't use them, you're better off keeping them open with no debt. So, if you don't owe anything, it's not so bad to keep those accounts open and keep those accounts in good standing. It will not hurt you at all. It might actually potentially help you.
Uh-oh. We can't hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what it is about this connection issue. Because my phone
We can hear
is
you
on
now,
do not
though.
disturb.
We can hear you
Can y'all
now.
hear me okay now?
Now we can, yeah. I don't know what's going on, but we can hear you now.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. So step 5, going into step 5, avoid any account going into a collection agency. So we did have a comment about disputing things that are in collections, but you want to kind of avoid that because that could have a negative report on your credit report and it stays on there for about 7 years. So you don't really want that. So this will stay on your credit report for a long time and flag you as a risk to lenders. So when lenders see that, they just basically look like, okay, well, it's a red flag. It's a no for me. So step 6, our final step. We making it through this thing, y'all. Thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Everybody can hear? All right. I love it. So step 6 is time your payments correctly. It's so important. So before applying for any other account or situation where your credit matters, pay down your debts. Forbes magazine recommends waiting 1 cycle before using your credit card again. So just prior to having your credit run, use the card for small purchases. This illustrates you can basically use your credit responsibly. If you go to McDonald's and your thing is buying 3 oatmeal cookies and a caramel frappe, you know what I'm saying? That might be your shit. And goddamn it, you go ahead and do that. But make sure you keep that credit card balance down at a low balance, something that is feasible so you can show that you're basically utilizing your credit correctly. So that's it from your boy, Stretch. I will, of course, post in a Phat Girl Chronicles podcast page on Facebook. So make sure you guys are connected. You guys are subscribed to us, like, follow, and share. I'll post all the material that basically I talked about on how do I raise my credit score after late payments. It's your boy Stretch, and we are creating comments on a daily basis because straight to the bag is all we know.
It's your boy.
Get your money right. Get your money right, Stretch. Get your money right.
Okay,
Get your
now
money
I can
right with Stretch. Get your money right. Get your money right with Stretch. Get your money right. Get your money right with Stretch. That was the theme music. I was giving
all
the
the theme
music.
music and everything. So we're gonna slide on over to Miss Cat and get a little few of the relationship rules with Miss Cat.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Aside.
I can hear y'all now. So anybody have any? I don't mean to take over the segment because I know we're going to relationships with cats, but anybody?
That's fine. Go ahead.
It is one question on here from
Yes,
Ms. Price. She said, do lenders take collection from medical bills into consideration when offering you a loan?
Yes and no. I mean, it just depends on if you have a numerous amount of them. It just depends on the lender who's basically giving you a loan. They will kind of look at a lot of medical bills because, I mean, especially if it's like for stuff cosmetically, like if you're going to the doctor and you're carrying a lot of bills and a lot of medical debt, right, then they kind of look at that as well as a potential, red flag, as this person has this debt doing this and can't pay these payments, and it's like a multiple of them.
Right.
So it just really
pay for them ass and titties. If you ain't paying for them ass and titties, you can't get no money.
You can't have no Dr. Miami statements on your collection report.
It'd be like, so, I'm not gonna give you another $5,000. You did not pay for that booty yet.
You know what? He is comedy, pure comedy. So yeah, so basically I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any more questions, of course you guys can email at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. Is that correct, Leo?
That's
And then you
it.
guys can get the questions. I'm going to give it back over to Leo Rochelle so she can introduce this wonderful lady, Miss Cat, over here with relationships.
All right, we got Miss Cat coming with the
Stretch.
relationship rules. Miss Cat, it's on you, boo.
Can I get a theme song too, Mel?
Right.
Love, L-O-V-E, it's you and me, it's you and me. L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E, it's you and me with Miss Cat.
Ha!
I cannot. Oh my gosh, y'all! This is why. This is why I drink, especially on Tuesdays. This is why I drink.
Wipe this stage up again.
We got to sage the mouth. He get on here,
Mute,
get
nigga.
up.
Mute. Nah.
Some be taking over here, and we got to sage this whole podcast.
Y'all silly.
I got some in the closet. Y'all need me to get it out.
Girl, we got to sage them down.
I'm gonna get the sage after
So what
this.
you got?
But
What
anyway,
you got?
hey y'all. So as always, when we talk about relationship rules, just keeping the flow going along with what we're talking about. Kids, I'm gonna give y'all the pros and cons dating with kids. So let's start with some of the cons. When you are dating and you have kids, these are some of the things to look for. If your potential date is constantly calling you after 5 o'clock saying, hey, let's hook up, let's get together, that's not being considered of the fact that you have children. If every time you bring up your children, they want to change the subject, again, these are kind of cons. Like, sir, what are you doing? You know, I have kids. If they're constantly forgetting that you have kids, if they are constantly making plans, last minute, if they call at night wanting you to go out, these are all cons when it comes to dating when you have children. If someone is demanding that you put them above your children, run for the hills.
Run.
Like for real.
Yeah.
If you say my baby got a basketball game and it's Saturday morning, I gotta go there. It's like, no, like, I mean, it's cool. We ain't gotta go to that basketball game. Let's just catch a movie or go have drinks in the daytime. Not good. Get them out the way.
No.
If they push too hard to meet your kids, that, you know, some people might be like, oh my God, girl, you know, he want to meet my kids. He cool. No, he might be a pedophile.
I see some of your kids like that.
You need to be cautious of these things. If they have kids, and I think Leo mentioned it earlier, but if they have kids and you know that they don't take care of their kids, or they don't really mention that they saw their kids, they have their kids every other weekend, those are signs that they're probably not going to be a good mate for you when you have kids, or because you have kids. If they have an unwillingness to be a part of your kid's life and you guys are moving towards relationship permanency and you're really contemplating, like, this is the one, let's be with this person, you're talking long-term relationship, but they have no interest in your kid, they're probably not going to be a good fit. It's going to be some drama when they move into your house or when y'all get a house together. If your kids are not comfortable around them, you know, babies and dogs will tell you everything you need to know about a person. If you feel some kind of way and they get that bad energy and bad vibes and they just don't want to go to them, take heed to that, because the kids know. Your kids know. So those are just some cons when it comes to dating with children. And then, of course, some pros of dating with kids. Well, some of my co-hosts will say that there's no pros to dating with kids, but there are.
She said, yep.
Who said, yep, Joy?
She said,
There are some pros when dating with kids. It can actually be kind of fun. Just when you date people with kids or you have kids and you're dating, just keep an open mind, be open to it. I'm not saying always go out with the kids, but do some family oriented stuff. And that is a chance to see how this person could potentially be with your kids or with your family. If you ever get to a point, if you want to start a family, if they're the ones that have kids, you can see how they interact with their kids. You can see, are they participating? Are they really interested? Or they just go and they're on their phone? You know, if you go to one of their baseball games, soccer games, or whatever, just watch for those interactions. It also gives you a chance to bond with those kids, which will make your family bond a little bit stronger. And just don't give up on the ideal. If you meet somebody with kids, it's not always a bad thing, but Joy is shaking her head no. Always keep in mind that you do have your boundaries. You are entitled to them. And if you don't want to date anybody with children, even if you have children and don't want to date anybody with children, you're definitely entitled to that. But just be open. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Do have a relationship blog on mymentorlife.com/Cat Miles. And then also I can be found on any social media outlet under Cat Miles and our Cat Coaches. And I was here on Phat Girl Chronicles. So blessings.
Hey, there was some good pros and cons.
This shit.
Love with Miss Cat.
Come on with my theme song. Sing me out.
Love with Miss Cat. Have love with Miss Cat.
I'm done with this nigga.
Don't really care.
Well, you guys might decide that.
We are going. I am about to start muting you regularly, okay? Like regularly, G. You is like the wildest wild card ever. Like I didn't even know that was coming. Like, wait a minute. All I heard was music bumping. Like, wait.
Don't be hating on my theme song.
Hold on.
Ain't nobody hating on your theme song.
Love with Miss Cat.
Oh, I can't believe
We
this
got
shit.
love with Miss Cat. She don't care if your booty fat. Oh, got love with Miss Cat.
And look at Joy grooving. She is grooving hard. Like, oh my God. We are not about to play with you.
It's a fucking bop.
Love.
It's a bop.
Get some love.
And then he said, "Get you some love,
do what
sir."
Do what you gotta do.
Sir,
I need a lighter.
We are
Right
not.
there, say, light. Here you go.
This is a bop.
Right, Tavana, right. He about to have everybody saying, "Get you some love with Miss Cat."
It's in my head.
Everybody
It's in my head already.
Everybody
She got the best theme song all night.
Rolling, body rolling in every goddamn thing. Yeah, damn dog. And then if I call you or call any of y'all tomorrow and I just start singing, y'all better sing with me.
Love with Miss Cat.
Oh, Lord.
Stupid. Just stupid. Oh. Joy.
It's still in my head.
Right. Like I'm trying to move to the next segment and I'm like, okay.
It's all in your head.
Okay.
Love with Miss Cat.
Like, move on, Tiffany. But my brain is like, hold on. I'm still wanting the body roll to the music. Like, come on. So Joy. Miss Joy.
I forgot I still got
Hold on.
I mean, I love Joy.
We about to talk some shit with Joy from LA to Atlanta.
Oh,
We about to find out what's up with them Bammers. We about to find out what's up with them Bammers. Superstars.
I'm about to really like go ahead and make sure that I find our theme music for the transitions, cause I mean we're not gonna have him singing everybody's theme, you know. Unless
I
you want
like
to record it. If you want to record it and that be y'all theme song, because
Can that one be mine? I like that.
Yeah. Like that, yeah.
I like it.
just ignorant. So
I got you, Joy. I got you, Joy. I'm gonna work on it, Joy.
Joy is going to bring us the celebrity news and celebrity gossip, whichever way you want to talk about it. So, Miss Joy, what we got going on around the world with celebrities?
Hello, I am in Las Vegas bringing you this mess. I had time to look up a little something.
Okay,
So,
in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Where you
remember
get
I told y'all last week that Ray J and Princess were getting a divorce, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, no. Talking about he want to go to counseling. That's cute. I just feel like he realized he got to lose all his shit, and he like,
Yeah,
let's at least go
and
see.
she popping her shit on
Let's go
Instagram
see
too.
somebody. Let's go talk to Ayanla. Somebody.
Why can't he just love his wife and he want to work it out and he want to fix it?
I think he love her too, but in the interim, she said that empire been growing since they've been together, so she's entitled. California,
Ray J
she's entitled to have.
He's doing real well. Ray J is doing really good.
Yes.
And Princess, if she go back to the streets, I don't know who's gonna take her this time.
Not back to
the streets.
Right. I'm like, what is she going back to the street? I'm sorry. I'm listening.
I don't know who's going to get her to this time. So Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's now his widow. She is suing the LAPD for
What they do?
I'm sorry?
What they do?
Not the LAPD. I think I got it wrong, but I believe it's the LAPD because they released Kobe's accident pictures before she knew anything happened. They was releasing stuff before.
I did hear about that. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
When it happened.
So she's in the stages of suing them right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's the two I have for today. Not too much is really going on that I saw that would be super interesting, but those are the two that I have for today. I'm sure there'll be more chaos.
I heard something that's crazy.
What?
Did y'all hear about Dr. Dre and his wife, that money she asking for?
Yeah, that I've heard about that. She
I'm sorry, my
she wants an insane amount of money. Like they broke down the amounts that she's asking for, and one of the amounts is like $20,000 for like entertainment. Like if she want to go to like a concert or something. I guess she gonna go see Beyonce every week. I don't know. But the way they broke it down, it's an insane amount of money she's asking for. Yes, Kat.
Y'all called on me. Thank you. Yay. Okay. I'm sorry. I have a question.
Sure.
So with this whole LAPD thing, releasing crime scene photos or whatever, is this just because he's a celebrity and she's a celebrity widow that she wants to sue them? Because police departments, crime labs, I mean, they release crime photos all the time. It's not a secret.
That's true. But I'm believing. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
So what's her basis for them suing them?
What I read, and I'm giving you. I'm paraphrasing. I'm sorry.
I said just because she didn't know about it, because she didn't know that they were going to release it.
I think something about they weren't going to post certain pictures, something like that. From what I read, it was either too soon. It's different things entwined into it. I have to go look at my notes. My notes are here with me right now. But apparently it's something they don't normally do for what happened with Kobe. And they released it because, it's Kobe.
Okay.
But basically, they're in the wrong.
So I just want to piggyback off of the Dr. Dre thing. Did y'all know that she wrote herself a check for like $300,000?
And signed his name?
I didn't hear that.
From the record company.
Right.
And signed his name.
They got a studio together.
So she committed fraud?
She took all the money from the studio.
Well, they got a studio together, then that money is hers too.
Yeah, but you can't.
But you just can't take it because you want to take it.
Right.
You can't take all of it. Yeah, you just can't go write no check.
Yeah, you just can't take it because you want to take it.
You in the litigation. You going to litigation. You asking for $2 million a month.
Yeah,
That's
so she
that's
just
insanity.
decided.
Like, I
So
don't care.
she
Your
just
coochie
decided
might
to
be
take the
good, but your
money.
coochie ain't that good.
It
That's
is.
insanity, man.
Ain't
So
no
you ain't
coochie
got
that
in
good.
here. You ain't got no buttons. You ain't no track. Man, get your ass out of here.
I
Then he
see.
should have put her
I see
name
what
on
you
it.
say. So
So I
Joy,
mean, that was. I found it interesting though. Like you just gonna take money from the business, which will eventually, as they go through the paperwork and things like that, you're gonna
be
end up
dissolved,
in
right?
jail. You're gonna end up with your ass in jail because you're trying to
Right.
do other stuff to get the money that you want to get from when you've already asked for it. Just let the shit play out as it's supposed to, and then you'll see what you're gonna get. But if you just up and taking money, random money, like sis, you about to be in there with a jumpsuit on. You keep playing.
A orange one, a giant orange
And
jumpsuit.
it ain't gonna be fashionable. So,
Mm-mm.
and and
Ain't no
speaking of fashion,
Ferragamo on the inside.
not at all. And speaking of fashion, I'm gonna slide on into my little segment. You know, the F word with your girl Leo.
You gotta get
uh,
more sticky, man. You just jump right in there.
what?
Come on.
He made another theme song.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Do this
I'm
one.
sorry.
Yeah. Get fresh, get fresh, get fresh with, get fresh, get fresh, get fresh, get fresh, get fresh with Lady Rock. Yeah, Lady Rock. Yeah, get fresh, get fresh, get fresh. We talking about the F. Let's talk about the F.
Get fresh with rock. Okay. Rock.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta make sure
glad.
they say it right.
I'm
Rock.
glad you remembered how to say
Yeah,
it. I am so glad you remember how to say it, cause
baby bubble
hey,
to the
cause
boogie to the boogie to beat.
I'm tired of being called Rochelle. Okay, like it's Rochelle, Rachel, all of that. I'm tired of being called all of those. It's Rochelle, like mouth said, Rochelle.
Rock.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with your F word with your girl Leo for today. The F word for today. We're gonna talk a little bit about fall fashion. Today marks the very first day of fall. I know last week I discussed the various colors of fall, but this week I'm going to talk to you about some of the different things that you can wear as fall is approaching. So we are in that little intermediate phase where we can still kind of wear summer clothes, but it's getting a little chilly, so we got to go into the fall clothes. So you can still wear your leggings and your sandals and things like that until it gets a little chilly. I know I'm a person that wears sandals until I can't wear sandals anymore because I just don't like socks. So I'm a person that's gonna wear
Right.
my sandals until I can't wear sandals anymore. But going into the fall, some of the things that we can start to put on now because it is getting chilly. We can pull out our cardigans. You can pull out your cute little leggings and cute sweaters. You can pull out some booties with open toe. You can still wear open toe booties. You can wear lace up things like that, since we are not fully into fall all the way where it's cold and it's completely um freezing outside. You can definitely throw on a couple of layers. Now is the time to start layering clothes where it is still fashionable and cute, and you don't have to actually put on a coat or a jacket at this point in time, so you can still do your fashionable clothing, layering it up. Layers are one of my favorite things to see going into the fall on the fellas. The fellas, you can wear multiple layers of clothing, and then that way, as you are um, transitioning throughout the day, if it ends up being a little warmer outside by the time you get off of work or as you're getting out and about, you can take off some of the layers. So layering is actually one of my favorite things. I love layers because, again, it looks very appealing to the eye. You can have on a button up and a sweater, some jeans, things like that. But then if it gets a little warmer outside by the time you get off work or by the time you get to moving and grooving, you can take off the sweater, still have on your button up, and still get it moving and cracking and still look good and still be moving about the city. So those are a few of the things that I like to see on the fellas in the fall. And ladies, I love to see beautiful colors. I know I said it last week about the colors, but I definitely love seeing brown skin and mustard colors and burnt oranges and wine and all of those fall colors that are coming out. So definitely make sure that you put those things on your beautiful brown skin. I know I have other people watching, but I just love those colors on brown skin. Olive, burgundy, and burnt orange are some of my favorite colors for the fall. So you'll see me in those colors quite often, and yellow as well. Yes, Miss Cat.
Can I wear white after Labor Day?
You can wear whatever the hell you want to wear. I am not that person when it comes to fashion rules and things like that. I will definitely say wear whatever you want to wear. If you want to wear white after Labor Day, then so be it. Miss Price, no, we're not going to do black, and more black for you. We've already had that discussion, and we're not going to keep having it. You have a boutique. I will come to your house and put your clothes together for you. So, because we're not doing all of that black. We didn't cancel that a long time ago, ma'am. So,
y'all just get you some boots.
Definitely get the boots.
Ladies, get you some boots.
I love the wide, the calf boots that come up to the knees. I love combat boots. That's one of my favorite boots to wear during the fall and winter months. I think combat boots can be very versatile. You can dress them up or you can dress them down as far as boots go. But with that being said, make sure you get out here and enjoy the fall weather. Make sure that you are putting on colorful clothing. Step outside of your comfort zone. That is where you can find yourself the most vibrant, when you step outside of your comfort zone. So when you if you have any questions in regards to style or fashion, you can check me out or send an email to the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com, or you can check me out at The Style Den, and that's TheStyledEnLLC at gmail.com. But you can also check me out on Facebook and Instagram, The Style Den. All right. So we are getting ready to wrap it up. Wrap it up like some of y'all should have did before y'all had them kids.
I didn't think I mentioned you guys could follow me on Instagram at Create Commas with Stretch.
Well, if you let me finish and close it up, then you're going to have that time. You're going to have your chance, sir.
You better close it up.
You're going to have your time, mister.
You better close it up.
Yeah, we finna close it up like some of y'all should have did them legs.
Listen.
But I love y'all though, you know. So we gonna go around like we always do. We gonna start with the ladies. Miss Cat, what you got going on this week, darling?
This week, what is this week? Today's the 22nd. What?
Today is the 22nd.
So this week I'll finish out this week by continuing to teach effective communication. And I will still be working on the relationship rules. Mentorship for women is a class coming up. It's a 6-week class. Next week, I'll have more information for anybody who wants to join that. And then as always, I'm just available. Any questions or comments can be sent to the Phat Girl Chronicles. We'll make sure we get those answered. And I love all of you guys.
All right. Miss Joy, what you got for us, boo?
I don't got nothing going on. I come home tomorrow, so I'll be off vacation. You can find me to purchase your body butter or body scrub. You can find me at Whip Things on Facebook. WHIPPED Things THINGS. Same spelling for Instagram as well.
All right. So Whip Things, we got the body butters and the scrubs popping off. Make sure y'all holler at it, get y'all stuff for the fall. Make sure you take care of that skin for the fall, because you know we can't be out here ashy with crusty elbows and eczema popping off. You know you got those things going on. You know that's the time of the year that we're going into. So make sure you take care of yourself, all right? We're going to go ahead and slide to Trosh. What you got, baby?
Man, you know what? This week I ain't doing nothing because I just came off vacation. The drive was so long. Just came back from Arizona. I ain't going to even lie to y'all. I will never do that shit again. I will never do it again. Let me just break it down like this. Imagine you just drove 12 hours and your GPS say you still got 1,000 miles to go. Man, cut this shit out, man. Hey, I almost stopped right there and was like, yeah, wherever we at, we just gonna stay here and go back home. Man, it was rough on me, yo.
Them long drives don't be no hoe, okay?
Man,
So
and I'm used to long driving, but like I never drove that far at one time before and then had to do it to come back. So nah, I would never be doing that again. But yeah, man. After this week, yeah, I'm gonna have some shit going on after I get my energy back.
take a break. Rest yourself.
For
Rest
sure.
yourself. Stretch, what about you, love?
Well, pimping ain't easy.
Oh, okay then.
You better stop. You're gonna have a whole bunch of little people running around.
Stay stopping. No more little people. No more little people. Not too much going on. I am in a play called DOC in Philadelphia with DeMarco Plays, so DP Productions. So shout out to them. So that's some stuff that's upcoming. We're working on right now. So be on the lookout for 2021 for that as well. You guys can also go to my Instagram at Create Commas with Stretch. And then, of course, my website is cliffordjulia.myecon.net. Nothing really too much major going on this week. Just really chilling out, rehearsing, staying on top of my stuff, kids, schoolwork, all that kind of stuff. So nothing too major. If I have any information, of course, I'll post it in a Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast page, and you guys can see it there.
All right. So over to you, Mr. Comedian, singer, rapper, talent extraordinaire, Mr. The Mouth Moments. Tell us what you got going on this week. Tell them how we can find you.
Hey, it's your man, The Mouth, man. You can follow me on all social media outlets at The Mouth_Moments. That's The Mouth_Moments with a X. You can find me there. If you need to email me, man, get in touch with me. Hit me up at themouth247@gmail.com. That's themouth247@gmail.com. And also, join me tomorrow night for Wind Down Wednesdays on ablazingradio.com, Ablazing Radio Live. Download the app, man, and join and come in on a party, man. Join me and all my listeners, all 13 of them, and we're going to have a good time. Get your business together. We're going to do a virtual toast at 11:30. And I'm inviting you all right now, this Sunday, to Sultry Sundays at the same place, ablazingradio.com. It's going to be a party. We're going to celebrate me. We're going to celebrate The Mouth. So that's right. If you're tired of all this social distance, then come in close and let The Mouth you on ablazingradio.com. That's about it.
Okay then.
For sure.
Okay then. He done played his Whispers in the Dark ass
Get
music
it
and
back.
shit. I
Yeah.
almost pulled out some cognac shit. Like, where is that?
Hey, I'm telling you, get your drink tomorrow. Tomorrow's amazing, man. I know it's late. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get up in the morning, I understand that. But you can also go back and look at it again on YouTube. But, man, hang out with us tomorrow night. It's an amazing time. The music is amazing. I love everybody because they pour into me as well. So I have a good time as well. I'll be sipping. You know what I'm saying? We do the virtual toast at 11:30. We toasting to me. We toasting to life. We toasting to love. We toasting to each other. Good music.
And I always tell y'all, like, I can vouch. I listen to the show every Wednesday because the music is just extremely dope. It is totally a vibe that you want to get into and listen to. Even if you just listen to it on your way to bed or whatever. Like, I love listening to it. It helps me get into my work zone on Wednesday nights.
Please.
So it's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a vibe that you want to get into. The music is great. And I like watching it from Facebook. I have the app, but I just like watching it, the interaction.
Yeah, you can on Facebook. It's real simple. Go to @Ablazing Radio Live, @Ablazing Radio Live.
Ablazing Radio Live. And as far as me, I am still over here cooking in the kitchen with the art, with Royal Outcast Artistry. Creating some new hats, got some new dopeness in the kitchen, so I'll be posting that information and some pictures soon so y'all can see all of that goodness that's popping off over this way. But if you would like to get some more fashion tips, tricks, and information, you can check me out or reach out to me at thestyledennllc@gmail.com or stylistleorochelle@gmail.com. I got all kind of emails, so you can never say you couldn't find me or couldn't get to me. It's the same information for Facebook and Instagram, Leo Rochelle or the Style Den LLC. Or if you got questions in regards to being a guest or have questions, comments, or concerns about fashion, finances, relationship, new music, celebrity, gossip and information, or if you want to give Tro some information on his story and get his spin on what you send us, you can definitely send us an email at the Phat Girl Chronicles at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. Stay tuned because our last couple of shows that we have done here will soon be uploaded to YouTube as well as Instagram. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe to us on Anchor and check us out on all podcast platforms and subscribe to us. We are available on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. You can find us on TuneIn Radio on your iPhone. So you download the app, search the Phat Girl Chronicles, and you'll be able to find us there. So you can subscribe to us anywhere and everywhere. But don't forget to check us out here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the Phat Girl Chronicles. So where we are going to continue to make your Tuesday nights not only fat, but fatter. Okay? So we're going to get y'all together every Tuesday, every Tuesday from 8 to 10. Last week was our first show. We went a little bit over the time frame, and that was all right because we had a good time with y'all and we enjoyed y'all. But we are definitely going to keep shit rolling, grooving. And then next month, we all gonna be together. Y'all excited? Listen, we all gonna be together, and I promise you,
Let's do it.
it's gonna be lit. We're gonna have a good time, and we might have something special for y'all. So y'all might want to hop on in here every Tuesday and check us out, see what's going on, see what we got for y'all. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And again, we thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing the videos. We appreciate you joining us for this dopeness.
Absolutely.
Thank you for chiming in and be a part of our silliness. And I thank y'all for being here. Thank you for loving on us. Thank you for being a part of this podcast. And that is out. That's it. That's all. We out, y'all. I love y'all. And as I always say, whatever you do tonight, don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole ass. All right? The whole ass. All right? The whole thing. All right? We out. Stay tuned. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.